Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, The Town Watch. My name is Josh Town. Thank you for stopping by today. We have yet another watch into the channel on loan from the Boldr Supply Company. This is the Venture GMT, and it's their black model. They have a couple different variations of dial colors and such, but here we have the black on the NATO strap. This watch goes for $299 US on Boldr's website. It is a titanium cased watch, just like I believe all of the Venture line of watches are. They're all titanium. Even the hardware on the NATO strap is also titanium, which is good. I'm glad they matched that. But right off the bat, as we jump into this quick overview video, this isn't a full review or anything like that. I only have the watch for a couple of days, but I do have to say I prefer watches like this on a bracelet. And Boldr does have a bracelet, I've come to find out, and it's titanium. It does cost extra, obviously, than when you get it on the NATO strap here. But if I were to buy one of these watches, I would definitely buy it with the bracelet. That fits really nicely with this unique case shape. There's just something about the added thickness to these NATOs here, and they're well-made NATOs, but I'm just, I guess, not really a big NATO person. I definitely prefer a bracelet or a nice strap of some kind. Anyway, I do have to say thank you to Random Rob and his Discord group and Kevin at Wrong Time Watch for helping pass this watch along to different reviewers like me, so shout out to them. This watch is using a quartz movement, as you can tell, as it ticks away there. It's a GMT from Ronda. It's the 515.24H, and it's ticking away there. It's a Swiss-made quartz. 200 meters of water resistance on this watch. That is not written on the dial, but that's the water resistance. They're using Japanese super lume of some kind that is painted on the indices, the numerals that you see here. And you might notice also on the dial they have these pips on the outside of the numerals and some triangles at the 6, 3, 9, 12. So I assume those are lumed too. We'll get a lume shot here in a moment. We do have sapphire crystal here, flat sapphire, screw down case back, screw down crown, signed crown. There's a lot to love about this watch. It's a unique case shape. I'm not sure exactly how I feel completely about the unique design of the case. It's not ugly, but I don't know. I'm kind of in between on how I like it. Let's break out the calipers now before I start rambling and regret saying something, and get the dimensions on here on this piece. So it's 38 millimeter case. Remove the NATO strap to get the thickness, which is roughly 11.8, and then with this NATO, get it, see the thickness, so 14.3 or so with the NATO strap. Get a lug tip to lug tip distance, 43.9 or so, and we get a lug opening of 20 millimeters right here. Now I'm going to slap it on the wrist and get a quick wrist shot. All right, here it is on my 6.5-inch wrist. 38 millimeter case diameter, shorter lug tip to lug tip. Fits well. A little thick for what it is with that NATO strap, but I think looks pretty good. Now I'm going to charge it up and get a lume shot. All right, here's a quick shot of the lume after I charged it up for a few seconds. It's coming in pretty good, and even those lumed pips on the outside are looking all right too. So not too shabby. So just to share some of my quick thoughts, my dislikes, my likes about this watch after having it for a very short time. Again, this is not a full review, just an overview type video. But I like the overall looks of this Boldr Venture GMT. I think it looks like a nice watch, would make a good field watch. Nice to have the added functionality of a GMT hand. It is quartz. For me, that's kind of a dislike. I would prefer it to be an automatic, but there are other automatics from Boldr in the Venture line. So if you're into this case shape and this style, you can check out and see what other watches they have along these same lines, and you'll find some automatics there as well. I think it needs the bracelet, as I already mentioned previously. I'm not a big fan of NATOs, so if it were me, I would upgrade to the bracelet pretty quickly. It's a well-finished watch. I didn't find any blemishes or any quality control issues. Even looking at the dial and the handset, everything is finished really nicely, put together well. And I think Boldr is doing a really good job overall with the watches that they are putting out. So I've been happy to have a number of their watches into the channel on loan, and I'm happy to look at more in the future. If you're listening, Boldr, I appreciate that. But thank you, viewers, for tuning into this video today. Always appreciate your support. Please comment below, share your thoughts, questions, opinions about this watch, and please give this video a like. It really helps out a lot, and we really appreciate it here on the Town Watch. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.